Now, with you being in high school, I know that the other kids, they gotta support you because you literally going to school with thousands of different kids that you could promote your music to. So tell me, what's that support like from school and everything like that when it comes to your music?
It's a crazy story because I feel like nowadays in high school, like every high school got like 10, 15 rappers. Like it's gonna be a lot of rappers. So
yeah, when
I was first start, feel me, coming up with like a little song or two, like they was a little skeptical, like, oh, he on some SoundCloud rapping, like he ain't no rapper for real. But success for me kind of came kind of quick. So as soon as a little bit of success started coming, then it was really starting to be like, okay, they start fucking with it. But it's crazy because like y'all just wasn't fucking with it, now y'all fucking with it. So it's like, but they was supporting though, even like the staff, like even the staff of support. Like I remember when I came out with one of my first songs, it was a Crazy Story remix, and I was sitting there with my old basketball coach and athletic director, and the AD like, oh yeah, this hard, we're gonna have to play this at the next game.
Wow.
So we done put it on the playlist, and then we played my songs like for the rest of the year after that. So it was a crazy feeling. Just you coming to the high school basketball game, I come to the game, I hear my song on the thing. Like,
wow,
that was definitely something where I was like, oh yeah, this might, feel me, be something.
Yeah, that's major support
Yeah,
right
like,
there. And so I mean, we even posted the Crazy Story remix on 401 Uncut because it was that hard. It's like, hey, we seen it, we like, look, let's get this up on here. What made you want to get that remix to that Crazy Story? Is King Von just one of them artists you really rocked with before he passed away?
I think the Crazy Story remix that kind of came from, I remember one day I was just listening to King Von version. I'm like, it's so many different stories that you could put over this beat. Like, so I was like, and I think it was probably the second song I ever made. So I was just listening to the beat, and I write all my songs, so I'm just on my notes, just writing a song. And I'm like, okay, this sound pretty hard on the notes, but you know, I feel like a lot of people got the ability to write a song, but they might not know how to really make it into a song. So I was sitting there just practicing it. Then I ended up going to the studio. He was in the studio with me the day we made the Crazy Story remix. And then I was like, we was playing it in the studio speakers. And they was like, oh yeah, the engineer, I remember the engineer was like, oh, I ain't gonna lie, this shit hard. I'm like, oh man. So then it just kind of took off pretty fast for me. The Crazy Story remix was, I kind of say that was the record that got me like kind of in the door, at least in the Cincinnati music industry. Because as soon as it got on the 411 Uncut page, it shot up like 10,000 views. So I'm like, all right. And then on streaming services, Apple Music, it got 10,000 plays like in the first month. So I'm like, okay, I knew that record was going to be something. And then it wasn't until I got on TikTok, feel me, and they was playing the record at they was playing a song at the basketball game. So I took a video, feel me, I put it on TikTok like, oh, they playing my music at the game. That shot up, like, got like 700K on TikTok.
Whoa.
So when the song blew up, that's kind of like when stuff really started getting real for real after that, I say.
Wow.
And that was quick, though. It was quick almost overnight because it was only the second song I came out with. So it was like, all right.
So you're like, I got to go record.
Yeah, it was like, all right, it started happening quick after that. It just immediately picked up for me.
Wow, that's what's up. And I mean, I could tell now your TikTok is like out of here.
Yeah.
Very viral. You feel like TikTok a blessing? Like now that you know, back in the day, a lot of artists did not have social media to be able to promote their music and they self. You feel like TikTok was a lifesaver for you, for real?
I think TikTok is kind of like our modern day. Every era that had a social media, like feel me, it used to be SoundCloud. You could blow up on SoundCloud. Then it might have been Instagram, Facebook. Now that we got TikTok, I think it's definitely a marketing tool that a lot of people don't tap into because they be like, oh, that's on some lame shit. Like, I ain't getting on TikTok. I'm too cool. I'm too street for TikTok. But like that shit really can, feel me, put you in a different position overnight. So it's like,
yeah.
But I just always been the type of person like I'm gonna try to market on anything like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, anything. I was on the TikTok, like my first TikTok ain't blow up. Like I remember when I had like 20 followers, I'm posting TikToks to get 200 views, feel me? Niggas, oh, this corny, like niggas lame. Like it's corny until you really blow up with it. So
yeah.
Then as soon as it blow up, now it's like, oh, feel me, them same people gonna like come back around. So you can't even get discouraged no matter if it's TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Like it's corny until you blow up. The next thing you know, now it's cool. So
for sure.
I think TikTok definitely is a good factor though as an artist. Every artist should try to get on there and just promote your music, because I think a lot of people just make music just to make it. Like I don't really make music I make music just to make it, and the fact that I like music, But if every song I make, I got a plan for that song. I'm gonna market it like
you gotta
this.
have a strategy.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like this. I ain't just making songs that just forget about it. I'm gonna put it on TikTok like this. I'm gonna get the music video, and I'm gonna find a strategy to get it an appealing factor, make it appealing to a listener, and then really try to find a way to make it go with every song. Which is why I feel like I had success a little earlier on than most artists, because I always had that plan. Like, all right, with this Crazy Story remix, I'm at the game recording a video. Okay, I'm gonna put this on TikTok. I'm gonna spin it, make it seem like the principal, all this. So you just gotta have that plan, feel me? So for sure, TikTok is important.
Hell yeah.
Social media.
But you're not new to like going viral, and especially not within the Cincinnati lane, because you was a YouTuber before as well. So how old were you when you were making your YouTube videos and you had your own channel?
I remember it was around COVID time. My older sister was doing YouTube videos first, and I was just trying to be like her. So all right, I'm trying to do a YouTube video too. So at the time, I probably was like 14, 15. So I'm making little vlogs on the phone, all this. But I already knew kind of like I was into the computers and the tech and all that. So I knew how to edit it up, make it look cool. So that kind of put me ahead of everybody else, because I knew how to edit it, make it really look professional. So then everybody was just rocking with it off of that. And then I was doing it for like probably like a year. I probably had like 1,000 subscribers type, like 1,000. Then I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I just got tired of it, feel me? I just got burnt out, stopped doing it. But it tied directly into my music, because the same microphones and computers and stuff that I had for the YouTube, that's kind of how I started kind of playing around with the idea of music. Like, I get on the computer, make a diss song, one of my friends, feel me? I'm dissing my friends, we on the game, we making these little diss songs, all this. Feel me? I think we both made diss songs. We just all on the game with it, dissing people. Next thing you know, I remember I used that same equipment like 2 years down the line, because I remember it kind of transferred. It transferred later into my career, because I took the same equipment that I was doing the YouTube with. Then 2 years later, like now, like probably 6 months ago, I took that same laptop and that same microphone and like really made my first song. That was called Youngest in Charge, and that's how I made the first song, was just on that same computer. Feel me, that I was doing the YouTube videos on.
That's not bad at all. You gotta use it if you already got it and you know made the investment. It's like, look, might not use it for this anymore, but now I got something else that I'm gonna work with. And I mean, we even posted up Youngest in Charge on 401 Uncut, as
that
well.
Was the very first
was that like a statement you was trying to make? Like, look, I'm the new youngin' in charge. This the new young Cincinnati now. Like, is that why you named the
song that?
Yeah.
So pretty much that's exactly what it was. But at the time, it might have probably came off to everybody like Youngest in Charge. You only got one song, but I already had that vision in my head. Like, oh yeah, just watching like 6 months, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Plus, it's like I was using the fact that I was 16 as a marketing tool. Like, that's what I'm saying about always having a marketing tool. I knew that if I put a 16-year-old artist, it's gonna make people like, oh, like he young, he's 16.
Like, who is that?
It's gonna make people more inclined to really see what was going on. So that was the first song, and really, I don't even think the song wasn't even that good. I think it was just the fact that people might have thought I was like kind of cool, so they just was listening to it just because of that.
Yeah.
But like, that was the first record that I did, and when that came out, that's kind of when it was like people like, oh, he trying to rap. Like, they was taking it a little serious, because they see it on the 411 Uncut page. They're like, oh, okay, hold on, what's going on? So that's how that went.
It woke them up. It's like, wake up. Yeah, for sure. Now, you got this record out too, Mean Streets, with RoadRunner TB. Tell me, what made you want to link up with TB for this Mean Streets record?
That TB, that's my boy. We had linked up probably a little bit later, probably about 2-3 months after I made Youngest in Charge. Matter of fact, I think it was after Crazy Story came out. That was the next record I came out with, was Mean Streets. And that was just kind of a song we was talking about the streets of Cincinnati, feel me? Like how mean the streets could be. So that's kind of what the title was about. And, you know, we had linked up through my manager, or feel me, my boy Wes.
Shout out to Wes.
Yeah, shout out Wes. I know he probably watching this. He probably ain't even want me to shout him out, feel me? But, you know, that's kind of how we had linked up. And then me and TB ended up kind of getting a better relationship off of that. I ended up doing a Blender Bash.
I wanted to bring that up. How was it performing? I mean, Blender Bash is turned. It was turned when he did it this last September, and he bring it back in less than a year, and it went crazy again.
And that was like my first show too. So that was my first time even performing. So coming and seeing that big of a crowd, it was almost like I ain't really get too nervous. I was like, all right, it's just showtime. Like, feel me, it's time to rock and roll. And then I was thinking to myself though the whole day, like, what if the crowd don't feel me? What if the crowd not fucking with this song? But I just played. I did my 2 songs. I think I did. I don't even remember what 2 records. I just remember we in the crowd. I'm recording. Like, everybody got the flashlights. I'm like, okay, that was definitely a surreal experience for that being my first show. And then the next show I'm gonna be doing is just me and Lil Tyler and TB again. Back at Madison Theater, just on a bigger stage. Already it's like it's a surreal experience for sure.
Wow. So what are you doing to prepare for these performances? You got your second performance is to open up for Lil Tyler. That's a lot of pressure. What you doing to prepare for this performance?
To be honest, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even really been preparing. Like, I just be thinking like I'm just rock out, feel me? Like, y'all just gonna rock with me, I'm just gonna have to rock out. But I've been kind of practicing just, crowd control, pacing your breathing, different stuff to get the crowd involved. That's when my manager be telling me, like, you got to get the crowd involved, shout yourself out. Because the last time I just went on stage, start rapping, I ain't shout myself out. I just got on stage, start rapping. It's like, whatever, feel me?
Yeah.
So I just working on, like, the little stuff, the basic stuff. But the way I be seeing it, like, you only gonna get better at something, you keep doing it. So I'm like, I keep performing. By the time it gets to rolling loud, I'll be good by then. So like, whatever.
We get better with time. I tell everybody that we get better with time. Consistency.